And then Janice, you can be right next to Deb and arrange yourself to feel comfortable. Let gravity invite you down and stay here. There's kind of a stopping point in your joints. And then feel like you're buoyant, you're in ocean waves. If you are afraid of or do not like water, that might not be the best image for you. You could think maybe of clouds when they sort of billow out. You can even let your arms go with you, and as fluid as you can be in the arms and the hands, because they're joints and they're not joint and rigid and hingy, they're flowing and letting the arms float all the way down. And this time, arms all the way up, palms toward each other. And exhale, arms go out and down and fold the leg joints. I'm breathing out loud. Inhale, lift, but I'd like you to breathe through your nose. And exhale, fold ankles, knees, hips. Begin to let your upper spine fold a little bit and the inhale come up. And joints fold, but can you let your spine feel like it's flowing, curling, furling? And the inhale, unfurl like a fern. And exhaling, letting yourself go farther over, using the breath out to support your spine. And the inhale to extend, open flower, open your spine, lift. And exhaling over, getting closer to the planet. Inhaling, coming up. Can you feel that your whole body is moving and breathing? Inhaling, opening and lifting. And exhaling all the way down. So we've had the whole body, all the joints moving now, flat back. So you're going to pitch forward, pubic bone back, sit bones back, back flat, and then release your spine over, arms roll over. And the inhale, unfurl your spine up. Add the arms all the way up. More motion in that breath pattern. And exhale, pitch, collarbones forward, pubic bone back. Beautiful. And then round over. And the inhale, roll up. So if you can, keep inhaling, lift, and exhale, reach, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, round over. Inhale, come up. And add the arms if you're not getting it all in that breath pattern, that's okay, but don't hold your breath. Inhaling, rolling up, take your arms with you and reach your left hand up, left heel down, and right hand up, right heel down. Both hands up, drop the shoulders, and then lift the shoulders. Press your heels into the floor, and guess what? My knees are locked. So let your tibias tilt forward a little bit. And lift your hands from under the lower back ribs. Lauren, let your feet be a little closer together, a little more stability. And then pull your heels together. Diana, there's a mat here for you. Squeeze your heels together, pull the floor apart with the ball of the feet. There's one right there between Janelle and Maura. that one, yeah. Drop your shoulders. Pull the floor together with your heels. Pull the floor apart with the ball of the feet. Inhale, go side. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lift. 2. Find center and side. Even though I'm saying unlock your knee joint, can you get a deeper intention in your elbow joints? That is almost think of locking them. And lift. Drop your shoulders. Good. Inhale, reach. Open your right lung and ribs. Exhale, dome the pelvic floor. Pull in your lower belly and side. Pull the floor together with your heels and lift the pelvic floor and side. And lift. Let your weight go back in your heels. Don't lift your toes. You reach your toes. But inhale, lift your collarbones and your sternum. Hyperextend your upper spine and center. Another way to think about that, inhale, lift your chest and pull in one of your thoracic spine bones through caving in your spine from the back and center. Wrap your legs, squeeze your inner thigh, lift and center. Float the arms out. They're not behind you. Palms up and rotate the arms. Inhale, lift, look through the clouds and exhale, center. Squeeze your butt. Inhale, lift. Drop your shoulders, Jenny, and center. Inhaling, lift. Drop the shoulders, Janelle. And center, lower the arms almost all the way. Wide hands, reach through the heel of the hand. And inhale, lift. Stretching. And center. I think don't take your hands behind you. They're slightly in front. It's like you're reaching. Inhale, lift, reach. Hands, forearms, biceps, and center. One more. Inhale, lift. And center. Release your hands behind you. Keep the heels together, wrapping, and take your fists back and come down. Inhale, lift, wrap the legs, squeeze your legs. My tendency when my hands go back is my body goes forward and come down. Try to not do that. Pull the ribs back and reach. And lower and reach. Stay here if you can and bend the elbows and straighten. When you straighten them, your elbows are coming toward each other. When you bend them, they're still or pulling more toward each other. Anyone feel stretch? And then lower. Let your shoulders go forward, back, up, and down. Forward, back, up, and down. Anyone warming up? And then let your feet and knees be turned out wide. Your toes are turned out. When you bend the knees, you can see your big toe knuckle. When you bend your knees are far enough to the wall behind you that you can see at least to my bunion, big toe knuckle. And then pull the floor together, inner thighs working. Stay here. Your knees are extended. That means straight, not locking. And lift your left heel. Stay here, ankle forward to the mirror behind me, and then lower. Do that one again, and lift, and lower. Other one. Feel feet, ankles getting involved, lower, and lift, and lower. Now go to rocking in your socket. You're not bending the knees or the ankles, and you're not sort of swinging your tail. Nothing wrong with that, but it's dropping the top of the thigh bone in underneath toward the pubic bone. Getting a little synovial fluid in those sockets. And if you want to be in the rest of the dynamic of the Pilates discipline, really lift your skull. Drop your tailbone, but that tends to make some of us tuck. I need to drop my pubic bone for pelvis to be really neutral. And then pelvis side, forward, side, and lengthen to the back. Side, forward, side, lift to the back. Lift your upper body so you're not collapsing into the pelvis. Nothing wrong with that, just a whole different animal. Reverse. I can feel my knees lock to emphasize where I am. So soften the tibias, your shins forward, and make this come from underneath your butt at the top of your hamstrings. Inner thigh. Last set. Find center, pubic bone straight down, collarbones lifted. I can still overarch my back. Breathing in the wrong place. Pull your lower ribs back and up. Lower ribs back and up. Then let the arms hang. Come back to lift the heel and pull that foot toward the other leg without locking your knee. Do you feel inner thigh? Can you also feel the back of the upper inner thigh? Like all the way back to your sit bone. And then lower, do that one again. Feel like you're lifting that heel from that place, the holy grail, I call it, back of your upper inner thigh. And lower. And lift. And lift. Breathe and lift. Other foot. And lift. Lower and lift. Good. And pull. When the heel's up, Do you feel like it tried to go through the front of your ankle to get soleus and gastroc to work? Pull the ball of the foot toward the heel of the other leg. Your active inner thigh, not all quad, both at the same time. And lift. Woo, and lower. The whisper of balance. Breathe in that. You'll see my eyes drop. So I'm focusing on something not moving. That helps me balance. The last one. You're going to pivot on both feet. So toes and knees are turned in. Fold your knees. With your knees folded, is everyone okay in this? In knee joints? Do not tuck. Pelvis is hanging straight down. In this position, pull your ankle bones to the wall behind you. Right, so you're not rolling out on the baby toe. You still have weight on the first three toes. Mara, is your knee okay with that? See if you can pull the floor together, not with your knees. You have no knees. Pull with the feet, back of your upper inner thigh. Was slightly turned in, Lauren? Anyone feel inner thigh? And then come back to parallel underneath you. Inhale, lift. We're gonna wash the board. Exhale, flat back, hamstring stretch, round over, and roll up. A little prance. Ball of the foot, ball of the foot, ball of the foot. One heel goes up, other heel goes down. The heel goes up one at a time. So you're always on one foot and one ball of the foot. The point of that is to stretch your toes. Don't let your heel ankle roll out. You're on your first three toes. And don't go like clunk, clunk. It's lift, reach, lift, reach. So there's something nice, engaging in your inner thigh and pelvic floor all the time. It's almost like your head is being held up and you're trying to pull your heels down. Nice. Especially for women, get your soleus working. Look that up on the ubiquitous internet. It's spelled Soleus. Can you do both? Lift, 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 lift. This is why I have the mats oriented this way today. I want you to get on your mat with your feet on the headrest and your hands. And if you don't have a mat at home or somewhere, don't need it. So heels down. And we just been doing the feet, ankle, sort of stretchy warm-up stuff. Lift both heels as high as you can. Feel your calf, your soleus, and then lower your heels. Press your heels into that mat. And then lift both heels. Lower your heels. Walk your hands back to your feet and slow roll up. You're in parallel feet. Get heavy in your heels. Pull the mat together with your feet, not your knees. Inhale, and on the exhale, spill over. Soften the knees. Walk your hands forward like you are evolving. Lift both heels. And lower your heels and press your heels down. Anyone feel calf stretch? Back of the leg stretch. Use your belly. Lift your lower belly. Walk your hands back to your feet. And roll up. Drill down in your heels. Inhale here. And exhale, round over. Fold the legs. Get your hands to the floor and walk your hands. Don't waddle. Don't rock side to side. Hands wider than your feet. So on your conscious body mat, they're hand width apart. You can look at the hand rest on your mat. And then pull the mat apart with your hands. Janelle, soften the elbows a little bit. You got lots of flexibility there. And then hyperextend your thoracic spine. So your upper back, you're inhaling. It's like when you were standing, lifting your chest to your throat, sort of caving in your upper spine, and lift and separate your sit bones and feel the hamstring stretch. I feel lower belly here. Lift both heels, lower both heels. Keep your hands where they are. Walk your feet toward your hands. And lo and behold, there's a foot bar between your hands on your mat. And then sit your butt down and find the well. You don't have a conscious body mat. Don't need to sit in the well. If you do have one, you don't know what I'm talking about. You're putting your sit bones kind of at the edge of this pelvic cradle. Hang on to the foot bar with your feet. Start with your heels, hands are behind your thigh bones. Breathe in and half curl back. So the half curl back is exhale, curl, pull in your lower belly. Feel like you're not curling your bones. Don't curl your bones. And then inhale, lift your bones. And then this lifted, like your head is being lifted, your ribs are being lifted, curl underneath that. Like you're trying to tighten up in the inside of the body without losing height. Inhale, lift your skull, open your ribs, open your shoulders, and exhale, pull in your lower belly. Does anyone feel back stretching? Feel belly working? And come up. I'm hanging onto my legs and I'm lifting my chest against the support of my legs. Does that make sense? So my back muscles have something to work with, but shoulders are back and down, elbows are back and down, and then lift your skull. Inhale, get taller. And then from that lift, exhale, curl inside. Don't let your head move yet. Inhale, exhale, curl deeper and do move back an inch. Inhale, lift, exhale, curl back another inch. Someone asked me, what is the half curl back? I don't know, you curl halfway back to the point where you'll fall over. Curl. Inhale, open. Exhaling, curl. Does anyone feel belly? You're traveling backward now. You are incrementally curling back. You'll feel the conscious body mat supporting your sacrum a little bit, and we want to. Maya, take your feet a little farther forward. They'll eventually come in closer. Inhale here, and exhale, float one arm. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, float the other. Bring it down. Try not to move the bones, except inhale, stretch your spine and your ribs, and exhale, hiss, hush, pull in your lower belly more, and start to curl back. Keep going back until you feel like you'll fall over, and stop at that point. Is everybody okay? Anybody okay? And inhale here, come up 1 millimeter. Inhale, exhale, breathe out. That coil of a seahorse tail, a nautilus curl, that fern deep in the pelvic floor, come all the way up, hands on your knees, slide your hands down to your feet, and pull your feet with your hands, pull your hands with your feet, I mean. Yep, gently, but you become your own machinery for stretching your back. Does anyone feel back stretching? So that's your first half roll up of the day. That can be it. That can be enough. You're going to release your feet, going to roll all the way down and back into your mat for constructive rest position. Quite legal to move around, right? Where you kind of fit your sacrum in the hollow of the low part of the H. And then you can adjust your feet around the foot bar, long arms, shoulders open. Anchor your pelvis and inchworm your spine away from your pelvis. So you're creating a kind of traction, and then let the mat hold you in that, and breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Breathing in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe in. And breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe in. Feel traction in your spine. That's a lengthening, stretching. And breathe out 10, 9, Breathe out through your nose. Let your shoulders feel heavy. Pelvis stays neutral. Put a little hug on the foot bars to your active inner thigh and breathe in and breathe out. 12, 11, no hurry. And breathe in through your nose and breathe out. 12, 11, 10. Think though of the breath leaving your body from the bottom up. Pelvic floor, lower belly, streaming out from behind the ribs. And inhale. And exhale. Keep breathing out. Even if you feel like there's no breath left, even if there's a little fear, like, where do I get more breath? Just letting it stream out. And then let the breath flow in. The pressure outside of your body is a bit greater than the inside in the lungs. It flows in. And breathe out for 10 with a little intention. Breathing out through your nose, that smaller airway, creating a little more demand for support from the lower belly and the middle belly. And then breathe in and breathe out, hiss. And at that end of that hiss, beautiful, is where the work happens. And breathe in even more. Yeah. You feel how you drop in? Yeah. And breathe out, hiss again. You can feel how the pelvis is held more neutral. Beautiful. And the hiss is the first three of the subject 6 cues, meaning pelvic sling, the muscles that are attached to your sacrum. They are butt muscles and leg muscles beside the pelvic floor, and your deep transverse abdominis, your lower, well, your deepest belly muscle. Move toward your butt, move to your feet more. There you go. Yeah, you're on the wrong end. Now you're on the right end. And then breathe in. And one more time, breathe out, hiss. And feel like you can pull the 2 front hip bones, your ASIS is, toward each other. Does anyone feel lower belly? Yeah? Anyone not? Beautiful. And then breathe in and add the H to the sound of the S, and you have an SH, hush. And it's like, hush, little baby. The gentle, I think I move it that way a millimeter. Yeah. Just kind of snugged in, right? Yeah. And the hush is supposed to engage you farther up the core to behind your belly button. I worked with a new client on, I think, Wednesday night, and he said he had lost, I don't know, he was 300 pounds and now he's 240, and he really wanted to get his belly down. Do one more of those hushes. And yet, as soon as he lifted his head and his shoulders up, his belly split wide open, that diastasis. Like, the more you do that, the stronger your muscles get out on the side, and they split apart and they make your belly bigger. Now, what I should have done is drop my 5-pound little marble ball from Bernie's Rock Shop on his navel, but barring that, put your own hands on your belly button, one and then the other over it, so you can feel some real weight. Breathe in, feel the pressure against your hands, not a lot, don't distend it, don't force it, and breathe out, hush. Feel how your belly sinks and draws your hands in, and then do aggressively pull your hands in with your belly and or aggressively press your belly with your hands. Notice you're also using the back of your arms. Do that one more time. Yeah. And breathe in and breathe out, hush. And there's a 5-pound black marble ball from Bernie's Rock Shop, circa 2001. Keep sinking into your belly and feel what that does in your spine and your back. And then bring your arms down by your sides and breathe in. And on the breath out, hiss into hush, into ha. This is your whole egg-shaped core. Keep that engaged and breathe in. And at the end of the breath, hiss. And at the end of the hiss, float one knee. You're just adding weight to your belly work, to your breath work. Inhale, lower the leg. Same leg. Hiss to float. You're dropping like you felt your navel drop under your hand. Inhale to lower. Hiss to float. Keep that leg there. Think about lifting the other leg. Do lift the other leg. Lower the first. Drop your shoulders. Lower the other leg. Hiss to float the other. Drop your belly. Inhale to lower. Hiss is contract the pelvic floor, pulling your belly. Float. Inhaling to lower. And hiss to float. Keep that leg up. And then hiss, float the other leg. Anchor your pelvis, your ribs, the back of your skull. Lower one leg a little bit and bring it back up. The other one a little bit and bring it back up. Again, both legs at the same time. Let your legs come toward your belly. Press your arms into the mat. Breathe in. On the hush breath, breathe out hush. And at the end, lift your pelvis to the ceiling. Inhale, set it down. It's very difficult on this mat because you kind of have to go over the speed bump, which is the point of this, that you can't just jam your lower back into the mat. You hush, use your breath to flex your spine and lift the weight of your pelvis. Inhale to lower, add rotation. Hush, lift, twist. Inhale down, use the backs of your arms. Hush, lift. Do not collapse your sternum, your chest. Keep going. Squeeze your feet and knees together. Feet and knees are bent, feet level with your knees. Breathe in, and on the breath out, slide your hands toward the foot end of your mat. Stay here a minute, get wider in your ribs, press the floor with your hands so the backs of your arms are working, eyes on your knees, and then come back down and do that again. Inhale, and on the exhale, slide your hands forward. Excellent. Squeeze your legs, lift your arms, and pump your arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe through your nose. Pump the arms as if you're literally moving water. Excellent, Diana. Put your head down and do that. Exactly. Splint your belly. If you want more belly work, lift your butt. If you see your belly mounding, opening, let your head down. Or use your hands and split. Anyone counting? Joni, are we close? Hug your knees with your arms and rock a little bit. Footwork is next. Find center. Float one leg, float the other leg. Press your heels together. Keep your knees chest width apart. Push your arms into the mat. And the inhale, reach your feet together out and up where the wall meets the ceiling, and then bring them back in. Keep your ribs down, squeeze, wrap, squeeze your legs, and come in and down. Use your butt to go out, and use your belly to come back. Excellent, Diana. Splint. Anyone feel belly? And pull me in. You feel belly? You have no knees. The next time you bring your legs in, squeeze your thigh bones together, your calves together, flex through your heels, and inhale, push your heels out, legs are together, and exhale, pull my hands in with your belly. Squeeze your legs together. I feel hamstring butt, but stay here a minute. Pull me in. You feel belly? That's where you're moving from. When your feet go out and up, your ribs go back and down. Legs together. Squeeze my hand, squeeze my hand. Good. We did a half curl back instead of a full roll up. Hug your right knee. Let your left leg go all the way out to the mat. Legs circle. Take your right leg straight up in the air. Turn your right knee away from the parking lot. You're externally rotated. Put a ceiling tile up into the roof with your foot and bury your butt into the mat. Arms are down. Cross your leg over your other leg. Reach it long and bring it up. Inhale, half the circle. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhaling, lift. If you feel only or mostly quad, do that with a bent knee. Reverse circle. Pelvic stability. The leg is moving, not your pelvis. Carve that leg down to the floor. Bend the other leg, bring it in, hug the leg. Stretch it in the air. Turn the knee toward the parking lot to the left. Externally rotate. Lift that ceiling tile out of the frame. Cross your leg over your other leg. Pull it down. Use your belly. Bring it up. Inhale around. Exhale, lift. The standing leg anchored into the floor. Streaming across the floor. Head away from foot. And reverse. Use your breath, shoulders wide. Carve that leg straight down to the floor. Hug your knees. Feel your back stretch. Give me that leg a minute. Straighten the leg. Pull the hip down. Yep. And then circle. More. You got all that muscle. Yeah. So, yeah. Stomach series. Right leg in both hands. Left leg straight up in the air. Head up, chest up, unless that makes your belly explode. Literally not worth it. And switch. And switch. So single leg stretch, keep going. Reach. Reach. Yes. One leg out, one leg in. Good. Good. Yep. Opposite hands. There you go. The leg that's straight, make it straight. Rest. Head down, feet down. Breathing. Anybody okay? So stomach series, that was the first one in the stomach series. The second one is both legs at the same time. So hug both your knees. Squeeze your both legs together like they're one leg, like some mermaid tail. Straight up in the air. Arms are separate, straight up in the air. Take your arms around to the side and collect your mermaid tail in. Inhale, arms, legs, reach. And exhale, sweep around. Inhale, both legs, reach. Exhale, sweep around. Inhale, reach. Good. Keeping the head up at the top. Stay forward, forward, forward. Yeah. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yes. Yeah. Rest. You don't have three legs, so you can't do triple leg stretch. So we have to go back. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? So we have to go back to single leg and make it single straight leg stretch. So everybody take both legs straight up in the air. And let's do the left leg, the one by the parking lot, slightly away from you toward the mirror, right hand on both hands on the right leg. Yep. And stretch the right leg. So your hands are helping hold that leg and pull your butt down so your hamstring stretches. Switch a moment. Hang on there. Does everyone feel hamstring stretch? And then no hands for a minute and switch legs. So it's your belly moving your legs and your inner thighs switching. Straight legs, Deb. Straight legs. You got it. Straight legs, Lauren. And then get a hold of the leg again. Pull on one leg with both hands and then switch. If you want more work, you lift your head. Don't let your belly explode. Knit it together. Eyes on your knees, you know. Eyes are looking straight forward if your head is up. Drop your sit bones more. Yeah. So use the mat. Use the well. Get longer with your pelvis. Anyone feel belly? Rest. Double leg lower and lift is both legs at the same time again. Put your hands behind your skull, but we're going to do this with bent knees first. Squeeze your knees, squeeze your feet are off the mat, inner thigh, calves, breathe. Keep your head down for a moment, double leg lower and lift. Lift your butt a little bit, hands behind the head. Lift your butt a little bit, feet are up. Lower your legs a little bit and bring them back up. That's the double legs lowering and lifting. It feels like your access skills, right? So add a little work, breathe in on the breath out, drop your ribs and your head and your torso come up. Think of your upper spine going to the ceiling. Lower the legs and lift. If you're up, you're up. Just stay up. Lower the legs, shoulders reaching to your feet. So I'm seeing this. Yeah. And then try straight legs as long as you're doing that with your belly and not your thighs and not your neck. And that when you lower your legs, you squeeze around the back. Beautiful. Anyone feel belly? Rest. Going right into crisscross. Float both knees, hands stay behind your skull. Breathe in and on the breath out. Keep your legs together for a moment. Curl up and turn the middle of your chest, your sternum, to the side of your right knee. And then turn the middle of your chest to the side of your left knee. Exhale, do that again. Drop your shoulders. Lift your upper spine. Maya, I think I know why it's so hard for me to breathe out from my lower belly while I keep talking. And then straighten the leg you are not twisting toward. Inner thigh, pelvic floor. Lift your butt. You have no elbows. You have no knees. You are one organism moving from your center. Rest. Anyone feel obliques? So next is spine stretch forward. Don't sit straight up. You just did all this beautiful work on helping your back. Roll over sideways to sit up, and I recommend you get out of bed that way every single day, including after a nap. Heels are out on the corners, arms are out in front. I want you to think of remember Raggedy Ann? And then unraggedy. Lift your ears, drop your shoulders, your arms are parallel, reach through your heels, and squeeze your butt. Get your butt muscles working underneath you. Exhale, spill forward. Inhale, stack it up. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, pull in your lower belly, stretch your spine, open your shoulders. Lauren, let your eyes down a little bit more. And inhale, come up. Exhale, round. If you want more, add the weight of your arms along your ears. And exhale, spill off the wall behind you. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, round. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your pelvic floor, open your shoulders, and coming all the way up. You're sitting on, I'm sorry, sitting on the crossbar of the cradle and get there anyway. Bend your knees, hands are behind the knees, and you got to balance on your cradle. Yikes, that's hard. That's the equivalent of open leg rocker without rolling on the spine. Anyone feel belly working? I have a bunch of stuff under me. And then try side to side, a little rocking. Lift your eyes, lift your collarbones. Drop your shoulders, lift your ears. And then be a weeble. Spiral. Weeble the other way. Beautiful. Corkscrew is next. Corkscrew is both legs in leg circles. Move yourself, you're either back in the well or the back of your sacrum is on that crossbar. So you get a little leverage, right? Bent knees to start, arms along. Put a piece of chalk between your knees and draw a circle on the ceiling with the chalk in your knees and reverse. You're turning your pelvis and your lumbar spine, rotating. If you want more, you can do straight legs, but only do straight legs if your belly is still doing all the work. Squeeze my hand. Great. Very wise. Very smart. Thank you. Yeah. And then hug your knees. You can use your knees to roll up to sitting or roll over sideways and come back up for saw. Put your sit bones on the crossbar. Press your heels, arms are out to the side. Lift your ears, drop your sit bones, arms are out. Breathe in. You're going to breathe out, turn your chest to the left, to the parking lot, reach forward to your left baby toe. Palms are forward to the parking lot, drop your head, Lauren. And you come back up by reaching your left hand back. Your left hand pulls you back and up. Beautiful. Exhale, twist the other way and reach forward. Thumb is up in the backhand. The backhand pulls you back and up. And exhaling, twist and reach. And inhale, come up. And exhale, twist. Reach. Beautiful. And up one more set. Don't let your feet, legs move. Anchor. One more. Exhaling, twist and reach. Inhaling, coming up. You're going to close your legs together. Roll over on your right side. And you're going to lie in the well. And the people in front of me were doing a lot of this in Baja, so you're not going to get to see me. The rest of you people were or can be reminded by watching me. We're doing essential butt work. In the mat, you put your right hip bone in the well where your sacrum just was. Let your head rest on your arm, but lift your ribs out of the well. Belly in, feet are stacked, heels together. Rotate that top femur bone and bring it down. You rotate the femur, knee to the ceiling and down. Imagine there's somebody standing right behind your butt, behind your sacrum, so that when your knee goes back, your pelvis can't go back. It actually counterweights forward. Anyone feel butt? Thank you. And I have a cheat because I can be very lazy in my loose joints. And my cheat is to push my heels together so the inner thighs are working. And my mental games, pull the gluteus maximus, your butt muscles around the back of your sacrum. They don't really go there, but they're getting very flaccid and left out in our world. Drop the bottom foot and bring the top knee and ankle to the height of your hip bone, your ASIS, and it goes up and down. The knee goes up because your thigh goes down. Anyone got butt? Feel okay with it? And you're working here. Yeah. Because this is Pilates, it's all over body. Push the bottom leg into the floor. Good. Now swing that leg forward so your shin is a squeegee on the mirror in front of you. And your shin goes up. And I'm not kidding. It's like you really push my hand with your shin. Keep the knee bent. Bring your butt back. Yeah. Yeah. Feel butt. It's really hard on my sister for me to beat on her in public. Oh, I see. I never get to hear all the stories from lunch or excursions, and it's probably best that way. Okay, so stay where you are, and the little non-essential side kicks, straighten the bottom leg out, straighten the top leg out. So both feet now are off the front edge of the mat. Go back to your first position Pilates V. This is one of the classic side kicks. So the whole leg goes straight up in the air and flex and pull the heel down to the other foot. Point, rotate, yes, down. You feel that rotation? Good. For that leg to go up, externally rotate your femur bone and flare your sit bone. This time, lead with your heel. Heel up. Beautiful. And point long. Turned out. Yeah. Are you okay? Nice, nice, nice. What, who's that? Who's talking to me? You. What? Because you're using more quad. Heel, and then stay externally rotated. And points. Yep. Now, get your leg up in the air again. Point the toe. The bottom leg is off the front of the mat. And then bend the knee that's in the air to the parking lot behind you. Brush the foot out along the other leg and bring it up. Keep the knee turned out, turned out, turned out. Bend and brush. Turned out knee, turned out knee. You feel external rotators? Développé, right? It's very weird to do this on your side. Gravity is a whole different creature. Now reverse. So what does that mean? Draw the foot, keep the knee back, reach it up, and turn it out, turn it out, turn it out. Turn your foot, turn your foot. You're turning in. There. Yep. Knee back. Don't let the hip drop. Yeah. And up and reach the leg. Point the toe. Keep that ankle. There you go. You okay? All right. What do we need to do? Hot potato. So hot potato, keep the leg forward. Bring this leg forward. You're not in external rotation. This video is going to be great. I have my tail end full on to screen. So you're in parallel. Hot potato comes from glute medius and maximus. So the leg goes up in the air. I'm beating on Stacy to demonstrate. And you're going to pull my hand, not with the medial rotation, but the ankle. Pull my hand to the floor. You feel adductor? And then it goes up and then pull it to the floor behind me, but really close, or behind you, really close to your foot. Stay here and push me. Floor. Yeah. You feel inner thigh? The hard part is then you use your glute max medius to bring the leg back in the air. We do 4, 3, 2, 1, up in the air, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the back. Do not slam your knuckles into the ground. It sounds fast, but it's very controlled. In, 2, 3, 4, up, back, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3. Ready? So take the leg straight up in the air, tap the floor, not with your toes, but like your heel. 2, 3, 4, up, back, 2, 3, 4, up, front, 2, 3, up, back, 2, 3, up, front, 2, up, back, 2, up, front, up, back, up, front, up, back, and rest. That's called a progression. Roll over on your other side. Kind of use the mat to reset your alignment. Your left hip and AS Ayas are right in the well here. Yep. Let your head rest on your arm cross. Feet are stacking on the foot bar. First position, Pilates V. Heels together. The left toes on the floor. You can actually push the floor with your toes. Excellent. And then just rotate. Rotate so the knee goes up and bring the knee down. And knee goes up. Good. Lift your ribs. Let your head down a minute. And yes, you can. Yes. So you're lifting ribs, pulling ribs back also. Those belly work, even though it's essential butt work. Anyone feel butt? Deep 6 external rotators. So lift here. Rotate. Good. So toes on the floor. Yep. And rotate. Yeah. Then drop the left foot and you lift your knees and your ankle at the same time. Imagine you have a cup of tea on your knee and your ankle and you're keeping them level. So go up from here. Go up, go up, go up. Yep. Good. Yeah. And you want to think of dropping your thigh bone into the socket for the knee bone to go up. You feel that sink? I used to say a glass of wine on your knee and a glass of wine on your ankle, and you're trying to keep them level. But it's a little early maybe for that. So those of you who've noticed that we're well past the 11 hour and there's no more people coming in, so I'm going to just keep y'all going. Swing that leg forward, bent knee. So think femur at right angle to spine, shin at right angle to knee. The shin goes to the ceiling and down. Yep. So it's abduction from flexion. Right, Susan? Daisy? Yep. Yeah. 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 So it's hard if you don't let your pelvis move at all. You could even swing. And yeah. And think of reaching the sit bone. Beautiful. Anyone feel like this side is more challenging than the other side? Was it? So interesting, like which side we start with. And then straighten the leg out at the knees. So both feet are off the front of the mat and go back to your external rotation in feet, legs. Like we started class, pull the planet together with your heels, right? And then this first move, that's exactly right. You're in rotation, point up, and then press your heel down. Point up, heel down. Point up, turn your knee back. There it is. And then the heel. Press my hand, press my hand, press my hand. Yep. Point. Yes. Press my hand, press my hand, press my hand. Beautiful. And then heel goes up, but you're still in external rotation. Heel, and then point long. Little, there you go. Nice. You feel butt? You know, I realized I didn't do any of this on the other side. So I will be walking around sideways when I leave. Susan, lift your left ribs if your head is up. Lift more. Plank. There you go. Now what are we doing? Develop. I will walk out frickin'. So you do straight leg up and then bend the knee. Keep your knee to the wall behind you and brush your foot out. The hard part is don't let your foot sickle. Keep the ankle. Bend. Good. And try to use the inner thigh, not letting your pelvis rock. Beautiful. Like the old days, huh, Joni? I like it. And then you reverse. So you bend the knee first and stretch it up and squeeze together. Bend it, use your inner thigh and reach and squeeze together. Bend and reach. Squeeze. One more. Hot potato. 4, 3, 2, 1. Not in turn out, parallel. Up in the air. Straight leg up in the air. Take it in front. Everyone just practice this on this side. Squeeze your foot into the floor. Press the floor, not with your toes, your heel. Feel the inner thigh work. Then use your outer thigh to lift Take the foot back, use your inner thigh, press the floor, and now you have prime the pump, go in front, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up and back, 2, 3, 4, and up in front, 2, 3, and up and back, 2, good, and up in front, 2, stable belly, 2, and 1, and back, front and back, and front, and roll over on your bellies, stack your hands, forehead on your hands. How y'all doing? Yeah. So your pubic bone ideally is in the well. So that crossbar is not at the pubic bone, but it's slightly above it. That's fine. And I know that the timing on this is different, but you need to leave, by all means do to take care of yourself. Um, the pubic bone is on the back toward the feet edge because that bar then helps shove your transverse abdominis sort of into your body so you can feel what it is to pull it in. Stack your hands first, forehead on your hands, feet and knees are turned out. That's external rotation, knees and toes away from each other. I know you're on a mat, it has extra drag or friction. Bend the knees until you touch your heels, just until you touch your heels. Then lift your knees. Feel your butt work there. Lower your knees and lift your knees. You feel the difference? Like not moving from here. Beautiful. And then squeeze your legs together and out behind you. So the legs are together out behind you. Pull the back of your knees together and get light in your knees. Shove your pubic bone down into that hole. And then don't do that, right? We're not tucking. You're trying to actually pull your thigh bones. That's it. Backward. Lift your belly button. Keep the legs down. And then just barely take your toes off the floor and clap your heels. It's called grasshopper. Clap, clap, clap. And you're clapping your heels from your butt. Yes? Inner thigh. Beautiful. Stop a moment. Bend the knees a little tiny bit. Lift the knees from your butt. Stretch the legs out more from there and clap the feet again. Yeah. Yep. So you're in extension and rotation. Set the feet down, keep the heels together. Inhale, lift the weight of your head off of your hands. Exhale, lift your belly button to your spine. Backspin your shoulders, hands to your forehead. Yes. Inhale, get long. Exhale, lower. You can repeat that or go into swan dive prep. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Elbows are back in next to you. Pin the body with your elbows, or you can stay with your hands stacking. Jenny, if you're going there, back your hands up more. Your elbows are off the floor to start, off the floor. But yeah, but pin them in like grasshopper legs. So squeeze your legs together. Imagine there's a marble in front of your nose and roll, squeeze your butt. Yes, roll the marble forward with your nose. Follow the marble with a volleyball. So head and chest come up, elbows come in, lift your Yoda ears, lift, lift. Yes, elbows in, good, and come down. Try to keep the heels together. Roll the marble forward with your nose. And then follow the nose with a volleyball. Open the shoulders, pin the elbows. Make sure you're using your core. Let your head turn side to side. Your neck is free. Beautiful. Come down. Good. Susan, okay? One more like that. Inhale, roll the marbles forward with your nose. Follow your nose with a volleyball. Elbows pinned in. Let your head turn to one side. Zip your belly together to the other side. Long back of the neck. Perfect. Come down. Single leg kick. If you're doing single leg kick, you can either do it with your hands stacking or your elbows underneath you. But if you have your elbows underneath you, they must be in front of your armpit and parallel. So you can use the mat to support this. Kind of shove your elbows into the shoulder rest. And the heels are not together on this one. Ankles are together. And then lift your belly button and pull your ribs back. Lift your ears, open your shoulders. Bend one knee a little bit. And imagine you're pulling a tugboat with your heel. Pull it an inch closer, another inch closer so your hamstring's working, and lower the leg, other leg. I'm pulling. I'm pulling my elbows back so my lats are working and my middle upper back and my chest is stretching without collapsing. Yeah? Alternate legs. And then I'm lying because I'm talking, so I can't really be doing all that. And breathe. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Lift, Julia. Lift more. There it is. It's really like your head is being lifted by some harness. Come down for double leg kick. Your face on one side or the other. Lace your hands together at your back. The heels are together again. You're in external rotation. Bend the knees a little. Lift your knees a little. Set your feet down. Lift your belly. Bend the knees again. Lift your knees. Pull your heels toward your butt. 3, 2, 1. Feet go down and drag your hands back. And come down, face on the other cheek. Bend the knees a little, lift your knees, pull 3, 2, 1, and stretch back. Good, and down. Bend the knees, lift your knees. 3, 2, 1. Your feet pull your hands back. Lovely. And then come down, bend the knees, heels together. 3, 2, 1. Feet drag your hands back. Arms go out to the side, arms go out in front, palms toward each other, feet apart. Lift your right arm and your left leg. Lift your belly button and down. Lift your left arm and your right leg. Thumb up on the arm, thumb up. Good. And down. Right arm, left leg. Keep them lifted. Add the left arm and the right leg and swim it home. Sharks, but they're whale sharks. They just want to play. They don't want to get you, but you want to swim. 2, thumbs up, Deb. Thumbs up. 1, rest. Sit back on your heels. Stretch your back. So how many people need to leave right now because they plan to leave at 11? Everybody okay for a few minutes of like breathing and yeah, yes. Roll over on your back. We do, however, have to do a bridge, or I think it might not be actually Pilates. So lie on your back, your sacrum in the well. Your shoulders release to the shoulder rest, your head in the headrest, your feet around the foot bar, especially for bridge, nicely done. And put a little hug on the foot bar. Exactly. And strap like you've got a seatbelt low and tight across your pelvis. And I know that sounds weird for a bridge, but I really want you to feel that for a moment. Anchor like you have a seatbelt low across your pelvis. And that seatbelt is actually pulling the top of your thigh bones toward your feet and back into the floor. Imagine you have a ball or a block between your thigh bones and you're going to bridge. Pelvis comes up a little bit. And I want you to think of the ball or block between your thighs like you're rolling it inward and downward to the floor. Pull the ankles toward each other. Yes. And slow roll down. Everyone feel butt. Use your belly, engage your pelvic floor, your lower belly, and then bridge. Press your arms into the mat. Squeeze your ankles toward each other. Inhale there and slow roll down. Melt the front of the ribs down to your sit bones. Open the collarbone, reach the back of the neck. Don't go anywhere yet. Imagine there's a column, like a Roman column, on each of your hip bones, straight up to the ceiling. And I want you to lift both columns evenly, like 1 inch, without tilting them. Yeah. Okay. That feel different? Perfect. And then I'm acquiring the perfect language from the 20, 30 something year olds. It's so lovely. And then come down and bridge. Think plank, not curvy spine bridge, plank bridge. And here's a trick. Think of pulling your feet toward you, little hamstring, but pull toward you, not with your knee joint, but with your hamstring butt joint. That's it. Get light in one foot. Excellent. Switch, get light in the other foot. Feel how that loads up the other side of the pelvis. Even out the weight in the feet and slow roll down. Squeeze your legs together. Your feet will be on the foot bar. You have to squeeze them and balance them on the foot bar. And the arms go straight up in the air. And then straighten your right leg at the knee. So the knees are level. Make that leg long, beautiful. Straight leg, Joni, straight, whatever leg is off the floor, but knees are together. The thighs together, but the foot, yeah. Breathe in. I'm on the breath out. Roll up and reach for this foot. Yes. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, roll down. Good. And you were correct, right? Split. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop your belly and reach for your foot. Yeah. Drop your shoulders. Beautiful. And come down. One more on that leg. Press the other foot into the mat. Inhale, prepare, one leg straight, squeeze your inner thigh, and exhale, roll up to that foot. There's your goal. Beautiful. Yeah. Excellent. And roll down, head back, head back, head back. Beautiful. Switch feet. There's a teaser for the day in case you didn't recognize it. Straighten the other leg out, squeeze your legs, breathe in, and the destination, exhale, reach past, reach for your foot. Lovely. Lift your chest though. Yeah. Yep. And roll back. Nice. Breathe. Let the breath move you. Exhale up. Excellent. Splint here. One more. Breathe in. Nice. Control down and hug your knees with your arms. And then let your feet down. Let your knees rock a little bit side to side. And then you're letting the knees move your pelvis and your lower spine. And you got all that beautiful length. Let it pull you. Beautiful. You can let your knees really go all the way to one side, pulling the pelvis, pulling the lower spine, feet on the floor. Lovely. And then use your core and your belly to come back center. And letting your legs roll the other way. Take some pelvis over. Nice. Maybe the arms go out to the side. Maybe the face goes opposite the knees. And use the breath to come back up center. Use an exhale. Keep the feet on the floor, but let the knees feel heavy and weighted, and then they pull your long thigh bones, and then your pelvis, and then your lower back. And stay there and let your chest and your face go opposite your knees. So stay one way or the other. Come on. Yeah, let your head turn there. Yeah. Anyone feel stretch in your spine? Yeah, and the hip. Good. And you doing okay?
Yeah, that's some twitchy thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So try this.
Yeah.
Hang on here.
Yeah.
And drop there. Yeah. But breathe in it. And one more to the other side. Can you let go there a moment? Feel the cradle of gravity holding the leg closest to the floor and then inviting the other leg closer to that one. Sort of spreading out the wings of your arms to feel for the breath in your throat. Shoulders releasing to the breath. And using an inhale, open the ribs, unwind, and get your body where It will be sustainable if your legs out straight are happy on your spine. Let your legs out. If they're not happy on your spine, your legs can be bent, but you can have your knees together and your feet apart so that you're not working hard to hold the legs. If your legs are out straight, though, let the feet be farther apart. Legs out, let them relax. Squeeze your toes as hard as you can. Beautiful. And quit. Squeeze the arches, the soles of your feet as hard as you can. And quit. Squeeze your heels. And let go. Calves, both calves. And quit. Right hamstring, the back of your right leg. And can you squeeze the back of your right leg without holding the breath? And quit. Front of the left leg, the other leg. Quadricep, plural. And quit. Back of that leg, that hamstring. And let go. Front of the other leg, quadriceps of the other leg. And quit. Squeeze your buttocks. Feel how that elevates, levitates you a bit away from the floor. Squeeze them a little more. And quit. Pull the two front hip bones together, lower transverse abdominis. Squeeze. And quit. Squeeze your back muscles. Might feel familiar in the world right now. A chronic low grade sort of hypervigilance in your back. And quit, let go. Be in that sensation for a moment where the back of your being is protected, safe. And see if you can release even more, even though you didn't tense more. And then think of where your belly button is and squeeze like you're splinting, like you're pulling a very tight. I remember a jean jacket from high school. Like you tried to squeeze, we call it splinting, pulling the left and the right transverses toward each other, toward your belly button. And quit. Right chest, right pectoral muscle. Notice what that does to your breath. And quit. Left chest. And quit. Curl your whole left finger's hand. Make that fist. Feel it in your forearm. And unfurl. Feel the hand open, stretch, release the tension. Other hand. Curl it. Maybe even curl in at the wrist. Feel your forearm. And feel like a fern unfurling, spreading open, receptive, safe to be receiving for a moment. Squeeze the muscles between your shoulder blades. And quit. Squeeze your forehead, rounding that corrugator muscle, corrugating, and quit. Notice that for a moment, letting go in the forehead. Drop your eyeballs in the sockets. a sense of coming into yourself instead of being forced out or pulled out or angrily out through your eyes in the world. Go ahead and squint your eyes. Squint. And then quit. With your eyelids closed, focus through the ceiling, past the clouds. Feel how the eyeballs themselves are working and changing shape. And then bring your focus to the end of your nose with your eyelids closed. Feel the shape of the eyeballs themselves changing and where they are in the sockets. And the inhale, look far away, and you might not feel it, but what's happening also are these little tiny beautiful antenna muscles at the base of your skull, the back of your spine. And then draw that focus all the way into the end of your nose. And release that focus for a moment. Let your eyeballs feel jello-y, big, heavy jello eyeballs. So fun. And they're juicy and they're sinking back in the sockets. And from that heavy place in the sockets, the optic nerve is a little released. And letting your eyeballs slide to one side. And then slide back over to the other side. See if you can keep the lids closed. And attach the breath. Tether your breath with your eyeballs. So maybe you inhale to one side and then exhale to the other. See if you can feel your brain moving with your eyeballs. And your brain has a weight and a sloshiness. You're going to let your brain sort of slosh in the same direction as the eyeball focus, just letting the skull bones shift a little bit at ease in your neck, your head on your neck, the neck bones at ease. Letting the eyeballs tether, lead the way, letting the brain follow the eyes, letting the bones of your skull follow. Muscles move bones. They shape bones and they shape to hold your organs. We are such a magnificent universe. And then let your eyeballs be still. Crunch up your right cheek. And quit. And crunch up your left cheek. And quit. And some of you did butt cheeks and some of you did face cheeks. So squeeze your right face cheek and switch to your left face cheek and quit. Releasing the tightness of the critical eye, letting the face be soft and at rest. And notice for a moment how much control you actually have on that. Willful. And breathe in through the entire front of your being. And letting the breath move through you, connecting you deep into the mother. To breathe in, letting the breath wash through you like the million years of rain in the Pluvian era. 1 million years of rain on the planet. Letting the breath wash through you, streaming down, raining, and collecting you, swirling in rivers and gorges with the rest of the planet. And then draw the breath in from behind, from that support of the planet, nourishing water, and letting the breath move through you, send it back out to the clouds, literally exhausting, exhaling. The in-breath through the back of the body, expansive, supportive, cradling, and the out-breath through the body, keeping for you what is your gold, what is your value, your wisdom, your humanity, your potential. And then let the breath breathe you. The breath is a source, and the water a source, and the body a source, and the mental can take up a lot of source space. So can you recognize for yourself resources, resource yourself, water, breath, rest, flow at ease, reset, restore, recenter. That RE assumes a thing that you have set, that you are centered, and know that you can return to that. So every breath is gathering in resource, and every breath out, letting go, and also an expression, a message of humanity, of care, of kindness, of wholeness. And then an exhale will come along and kind of liven you up, buckle you up. So when that breath out comes along, and gather in one leg and cradle it to you. And when that next livening breath comes in, gather the other leg. Letting the body rock a little bit from side to side. And letting your body decide which side it wants to fall to. Just gently roll to that side. And to feel the space in your spine sort of washes. You're not sitting, you're not standing, you're not lying on your back. For a moment, there's this rebound where the breath lives. And when the next exhale comes along, using that free hand to help press into the earth, to let its gravity help you come to standing. You're making your way to the beginning where we started this. Pulling the floor together with your heels, pulling the floor apart with the ball of the feet. Don't try to lift real high for a moment. It's more the sense of an exhale, like a little puff of breath underneath the heels, a little lift, and then inhale lower. Nice. and lift and lower. Exhaling, lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the heels together, heels and lower. And then adding the arms, circle, spiral, control down. Inhaling, lift and lower. Last one, and breathe. And down. Thank you all.